Hi everybody, and thank you for tuning into the Zazen Fitness video blog. My name is Ash Bedford and I'm the CEO and head trainer at Zazen Fitness. In this video blog today, I'm going to talk you through some sun salutations. Alright guys, so we're going to start or begin in a downward facing dog position. So you're going to come down, plant the hands at the top of your mat, spread the fingers nice and wide, walk the feet back, keep your feet about hip distance apart here. Same with your hands, you're keeping them about shoulders distance apart here. You want to lift your sitting bones up high towards the ceiling. Start to engage a nice deep and smooth breath. And just holding this position as still as you can, bending the knees as much as you need to. And then we'll take another full breath in here, followed by a full breath out. And then we're going to walk the feet up to meet the hands at the top of the mat. We're going to come into a halfway lift, so lifting your head, lifting your chest. Again, just bend your knees here as much as you need to. Take a big breath in. Forward fold as you exhale. Let the head go nice and heavy. Again, keeping those knees nice and bent. Feeling your feet grounding down into the floor here. And then slowly coming up to a standing position, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Reaching your arms above your head when you get here. Palms face towards each other. Fingers spread nice and wide. Really grounding your feet down firmly into the floor, maybe feeling your inner arches lifting. And also just starting to engage through the core, so belly button drawing in towards your spine, pelvic floor lifting, and keeping your front ribs pulled in. And take another full breath in here, and then slowly come down all the way, forward fold, exhale. Let the head go nice and heavy once more. Halfway lift to inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Plant your hands at the top of your mat, step back to a high plank. Just take your time, set it up in a nice strong position. So here we're pushing the earth away as strongly as we can. We're pulling up through our front ribs. Again, our belly button's drawing into our spine. Pelvic floor is lifting, tightening through your knees. Now, option here to drop the knees if you need to. We're going to come down into a low plank, so halfway down. So it'll look like this. Coming down, pause. About 5 seconds here. Keep the knees tight, keep the core tight. And then slowly lower down to the ground. Come into a baby cobra. So we'll gently lift the head, lift the chest. Don't need to be too aggressive here. Be nice and gentle. Smooth breathing. Keep the core engaged, pulling in, reaching long through the crown of your head. Take a big breath in, push back to downward facing dog. Just take a little pedal through your feet when you get here to stretch out through the calf and the Achilles. Again, keep your sitting bones lifting high towards the ceiling or the sky. And then we'll find stillness again in our downward facing dog. Let's go through that one more time, and then you can feel free to practice as many times as you like. I recommend about 3 to 5 times of this series. So take a big breath in, followed by a big breath out. Step the feet up to meet the hands at the top of your mat. Come into a halfway lift, lift your head, lift your chest. Take a big breath in. Forward fold, exhale as you come down. Slowly come up all the way to mountain pose. Reach the arms up high. Feel your feet pressing down into the floor. Take one more big breath in here and then slowly come all the way down. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step back to high plank. Find your really strong and tight position here. Lots of tension in the body. Slowly come down into low plank or chaturanga. Pause here. Option to drop the knees if you need to. And then transition to either baby cobra like this, or you can take it a little bit further, lifting the thighs off the ground and pressing up straight and through your arms. Nice and broad through your chest and collarbones in our upward facing dog here. Just holding. And take another full breath in. And then push back to downward facing dog to exhale. And one last breath here. And then you can just drop into a little child's pose, knees about as wide as your mat, big toes touching at the back. Reach the arms long above your head, rest your forehead on the ground. Just take a couple of nice big deep breaths here. And then feel free to repeat that as many times as you need to.